What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. We are back again. It is Thursday, the 11th of July, 2024, and we are here to talk about Edu Gaspar. Yeah, that's exactly right. We're talking Edu Gaspar today. This guy is a fraud. What is he doing? What is he on? Where is he? Has anyone seen him? Is he awake? Is he sleeping? Is he in a coma? I don't know. I'm concerned, and it's not looking good for Arsenal Football Club at this moment in time. There are, this situation with Calafiori. I don't know what's going on. It's stalling. It's been like 2 weeks. Almost 2 weeks, and we're still here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't know what's going on. You also got Victor Gyokeres potentially back on as well. Darwin Noodles getting punched up in the crowd yesterday. I'm sure you guys see that. We've got the video. We're going to be reacting to that in this stream, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. And there's so much more. England as well. England finalists. England are in the finals. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Let's start with that. Big up all the real ones in the building. Make sure we are hitting the like button. Do subscribe to the channel. Big up all the guys in the building, man. All the guys and the girls. Bloody hell. Yeah, big up everyone, man. England are in the finals, bro. I did tell you guys, listen, this can be anyone's tournament. Anyone. Like, anyone could have won this tournament, and anyone could still win. Anyone could have won this tournament. Obviously, my favorites are Spain at this moment in time. The football they're playing is out of this world. They've got some incredible players. Jamal, we know the names. We don't need to, name drop here. But England, I can't believe they made it. They actually made it. Man like Ollie Watkins coming off the bench and making a difference. Who would have thought? Did Gareth Southgate not know this? In those games whereby we were struggling and Ollie Watkins is just sitting there scratching his balls thinking, rah, when am I going to come on? Damn, you got this guy coming off the bench, changing the game. What a beautiful goal as well. Him and Cole Palmer linking up. He actually said after the game, I told Cole Palmer that you're going to assist me today. Imagine that. Imagine that. And if you look at the highlights, because I watched the game, but I wasn't really watching the game. You know what I'm like? I was actually creating content for you guys, as we do know. We've got the new channel, Wax Unfiltered. We're getting busy with that. So much content dropping. We're getting so much traction on that channel. It's unbelievable. If you ain't involved, I don't know what you're doing. You need to get over there, subscribe right now. Wax Unfiltered. Okay, links in the description. All of that. But I was obviously chopping up the video, trying to edit that while England was on in the background. And when I was looking at the highlights and seeing what Ollie Watkins had to say for himself, he basically said, listen, I told Cole Palmer this is what's going to happen, and it happened. Looking at the highlights, the moment Cole Palmer got on the ball, Ollie Watkins just made that run into space. He knew what he was doing. He anticipated it. Cole Palmer anticipated it. Bam. Lovely pass. Lovely goal. Man like Ollie Watkins. There's people online talking about a 50 million move to Arsenal. Would you guys be open to that? I don't think Aston Villa are looking to sell Ollie Watkins anytime soon. So we might as well not even go there. But what a goal and what a moment for England. Is it going to be coming home? Is Gareth Southgate going to be able to get these guys over the line? I mean, you have to be fair to Gareth. It hasn't been the greatest of competitions. The football on display hasn't been the greatest. There's been a lot of frustration, a lot of concern. We get that. But over the years of him being an England manager, he has done better than any other England manager since the 1960s. So, you have to be real. You got to give him some flowers to a degree. But as he got it to get him over the line, is he going to go with his favourites? Is he now going to trust Ollie Watkins in the final? I would honestly trust Ollie Watkins in the final. I'm putting Ollie Watkins, number 9, in the final. We're ending the game 2-0. By half-time, we'll take him off and bring on Harry Kane. Then way there. Obviously, Gareth is not going to do that. He's going to run with Harry. He's going to run with Harry Kane. You know what he's going to do. Big up Jay Neves in the building. Big up my guy Miggs in the building. Big up Guna Mateta in the building. We got Adam Lee AFC says 50k for Dan Bentley. Typical Arsenal. You want a million? Well, we'll give you 50k. Big up my guy Sergio in the building. But love and respect to you. We got Robbo here as well. Come on, man. We got the guys. We got Nautilus. We got Trapstar in the building. All the real ones here, man. We've got Johan in the building. No, but love and respect to you, Johan. We've got Jeezy here, we've got Zeke's here, Guna Mateta, yeah, John Ray in the building. Big up Adam, I see you, broski. Big up Abel. Keep hitting up the like button, guys. Keep hitting up the like button. Let's aim to get over 50 likes on this video. Big up my guy Alex. Big up everyone that's joining. I see you guys. Ollie Watkins, 50 million. I doubt it. I don't think Aston Villa will try and sell him for that. But the price tag after last night's performance and potentially after winning a final for Ollie Watkins would go into the 90, 100 million mark. You know, if anyone wants to have a conversation with Aston Villa, they're the figures that will be talking, you know, them way there. Big up O'Dane, I see ya. Yeah, man, it's going to be interesting for England. Are they going to bring it home? Are they going to bring it home? Wow. And then does Gareth Southgate leave? Does he retire? Or not retire, he's not going to retire, but does he resign? That's what I was meant to say, resign. Because we're being told by the media that at the end of the Euros, Gareth Southgate will be leaving. But it doesn't say if he wins the Euros, he's going to be leaving. It just says he's going to be leaving after the Euros. And I think that's kind of been attached to the negative energy that's been floating around the England team over the past couple of weeks. I think that's the reason why those articles are being published. But they might not be the case. You know, he might be staying as the England manager. Who knows? Who knows? But big up England, man, making it happen. Big up Saka as well, making it happen. Always making it happen. He got a goal yesterday, but it was ruled offside. I did see that. You know, Saka stepping up. These are the moments. These are the moments, man. Saka winning the Euros, man. What does that? You know what that's going to do for our baller, Saka? You know what that's going to do for him? You know what that's going to do for Declan Rice? He just won himself a European trophy literally less than 2 years ago. This guy's going to go on and win a Euros now. Can you imagine what it's going to do for their confidence and what it's going to do for them when they get back to this Arsenal team? The way that's going to make them feel. They're going to want to gun for more trophies this season, aren't they? Yeah, of course they are. Come on, England. Come on, England. Big up my guy Xavi Simons as well. Got himself on a score sheet yesterday. People in the chat were telling me, "Oh, but he's kind of been average. He's average." I said, "Listen, he's going to turn up today. He's going to give you a game. You know what I mean?" And look what he done, man. He scored a goal. Obviously, wasn't able to win the game, but you know, commiserations to Xavi Simons, bro. What a baller, man. Hopefully, he comes over to Arsenal, bruv. Yeah, love to see him at Arsenal. No, did he? You know, like get it done, Edu. Edu. Yes, it's time to start moving on to Eddie, man, because I'm getting a bit frustrated, concerned. You know, we have got a bit of positive news with Nuno Tavares. He's finally left. He's gone to Lazio. We have been bumped on that. We did discuss that yesterday. No ROI for Nuno Tavares, even if you include the loan spell that he had at Marseille and Nottingham Forest. We just took a straight up loss with that, brother. And now he's linking up with Matteo Guendouzi. Have you seen this? Have you seen this? They're using that picture as well. Matteo Guendouzi and Nuno Tavares, the guys that were, what would you say? What would you say? They were, what was the word I was thinking of? They were disregarded. No, that wasn't even the word I was thinking of, though. But I mean, they both had falling outs with Arteta, basically, you know. So yeah, they've linked up. They're gonna have a little moan and groan together. I mean, no did he take? They were doing it at Marseille. I knew it. You know when Nuno Tavares went to Marseille, him and Matteo Guendouzi were blatantly bitching. You can tell those guys were sitting there bitching. Yeah. You can tell they were bitching. What picture is going around? I'm trying to find a picture. They're using one of these pictures. I think it's this one, actually. Yeah, I found it. They're using this picture when promoting the move to Lazio. They're using this. Nuno Tavares and Matteo Guendouzi, the ones that hated Mikel Arteta the most. They've linked up to form an agenda, to form some sort of alliance to go against Mikel Arteta. I don't know, bruv. But yeah, Matteo Guendouzi and Nuno Tavares are linking up. Another interesting one as well is Alexis Sanchez. Alexis Sanchez could be making a return to Marseille, ladies and gentlemen. That's extremely interesting. He could be linking up with Aubameyang, linking up with Robert De Zerbi. Who else is at Marseille that played for Arsenal? Or I'm sure, or they're linked with someone that is at Arsenal. Eddie Nketiah, aren't they? They're linked with Eddie Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah might be reignited with Alexis Sanchez. I'm sure he would have been there or thereabouts in the first team at that point. So he definitely would have been inspired and been around, you know, Alexis Sanchez. So maybe they might be able to rekindle something. Who knows? But yeah, he's being linked with a move to Marseille. Alexis Sanchez is he's 35 now, isn't he? Look at him. Same year as me. He's actually He's actually younger than me. Yeah, he's younger than me, but he looks older than me. He looks way older than me. I'm sure he does. He looks way older than me. I was looking at some guy on TikTok. When I was doing some content for Wax Unfiltered, there was this guy. I was reacting to some guy's content on TikTok, and basically he said, "Oh, I'm only 45," like in his video. And I looked at him. I was like, "Bro, you look about 68, blood." 68. These men are getting old quick, bro. I don't know what they're doing. And I need to start maintaining myself as well because I feel like I'm getting old, bro. I am getting old, but you know, like you get into that age now where aches and pains and shit. You know what I mean? I haven't been to the gym and that, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, as we get older, it's so important that we stay on top of our fitness. So important and our overall general health. Surplus to retirements, Wax. There you go. There you go. Alexis Sanchez, man, turning up at Marseille. Turning up at Marseille. Okay, what we got going on today? Let's run through some transfer news. We've got the transfer news live. They usually give us updates every 5 seconds. So Dani Olmo, man, after his performances in the Euros, this guy is heavily being linked with a number of teams, including Arsenal as well. In fact, we're in the race to sign, or we're in the race to have a conversation with this guy. What's going on here? Why is this moving all mad? What just happened there? What just literally happens? Bloody hell. What just happened there? You violator. You violator. What just happened there? Just glitched out and literally went back on itself. I don't know why. And I can't even find. There we go. I can't even find the thing that I was. Come on, man. What a joke. What a joke. Come on, man. Click the thing. It is that simple, bruv. Anyway, we're finally getting there, guys. We're finally getting there. PSG made a 200 million offer for Calafiori and Victor Osimhen. The bid was rejected by Napoli, who only are willing to sell Osimhen this summer. They don't want to sell Calafiori. We've got Manchester United could finalize the move to sign Matthias de Ligt within the next week. There's not a big gap, between the price expectations of Bayern Munich and United. De Ligt made it clear he only wants to join United, as we do know. Marseille wants to sign Eddie Nketiah and Mason Greenwood. Teams are active, bro. I want to know how active Arsenal are, because these man, they're dragging their feet, man. Edu is just not on anything right now. He is literally not on anything, man. He's out here just scrimping and scraping to get Nuno Tavares out the door. You know, he's scrimping and scraping just to get 5 million euros through the door, bro. We're trying to talk about 50, 60 million pound signings, and this guy is taking his time with like 4 million pound exits. You know what I mean? And potential loans. Like, what the hell was going on, bro? Anyway, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We've got 10 minutes of non-Arsenal, and in the last half hour of the stream, we go Arsenal as we usually do, as we've been doing for quite some time now. Anyway, moving on. We'll talk about Eddie Nketiah in a little while. Barcelona need to sell players before they can sign Nico Williams. Dani Olmo is also on Barcelona's target list, and that's who I wanted to talk about before it glitched out on me. Dani Olmo, after his heroics at the Euros, this guy has been on smoke. A number of teams interested. He's got a release clause in his contract, and that's the report I wanted to read to you, but I don't know where it's gone. 50 million euros, yeah? 50 million euros, okay? Now, I know Dani Olmo, what is he, about 26 years old? Let me just quickly verify his age quickly. He is 26 years old, so he's in a good age. He's in his prime. He's going into those prime years where this guy's going to just be cooking. You know, you're going to ask him what dish you want, and he's just going to serve it to you on a platter. No diddy, blood. That is literally what the guy is on, yeah? And, bro, that is Dani Olmo. I can never get his surname out properly. I can't even get the O out. And I've been bit by a bag of mosquitoes as well, guys. Man, it's been a mad thing. I've been fighting with mosquitoes every single night. I don't know where these mosquitoes have come from, but you know, over the past couple of nights, I've had about 6 mosquitoes in my yard, bro. Imagine swinging with them. I've got the oven gloves, just killing them, like killing bare mosquitoes with oven gloves. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. I tell you. Health is wealth, bro. Absolutely, man. You gotta stay fit. I'm preaching health is wealth, and I don't even go to the gym. I ain't been to the gym in about 2.5, 3 years, bro. My boys are always encouraging me, always telling me get into the gym, and I'm just here like not doing it. You know, work. I'm just so focused on work. It's so distracting. And now, you know, that's how I am, man. Work always comes first for me, and everything else comes last, man. It's a bad thing, but a good thing at the same time. or good thing, but a bad thing at the same time. Probably the best way to put it. Anyway, I'm 37, but I look 20 if I shave, but I feel 50 in my body. It gets like that, Ash. I tell you, you need to again stay fit, go on as many walks as you can, regular walks, man. Like just do 5 miles, 10-mile walks. You know what I mean? And then go to the gym or go for runs. We got to do something. We've got to do something because I'm feeling it now. I can't lie to you. I've got to an age now where I'm literally feeling it. You need to switch up your diet. Don't eat no junk food. Don't eat chocolate. Lower your sugar. Lower the sugar diet. All of that, bruv. Like, oh man, no sugar, or little bits of sugar. Do you know what I mean? Because when you get to this age, bro, diabetes, all these things, high blood pressure, they start kicking in, bro. And you're not thinking about it. You're there just getting high at your face on cloud 9, and you're then stuffing your face with like £10 worth of dairy milk chocolate. Not realizing at this age, bro, diabetes is literally round the corner. So yeah, you gotta stay safe, man. What we got going on? Edu been Euro shopping, no clear plan, 180 pages of players is a lie. Exactly, man. Exactly. He's literally been Euro shopping. And if he's been Euro shopping, I'm surprised that he hasn't jumped onto Danny Olmo right now. We need a central player. I know Danny Olmo can play in the Odegaard role. He's more as a number 10 for me. I like to see him a bit more further forward. But with the way we play and the amount of possession that we have and the way we control the game, you can play Danny Olmo in an 8. He can slot into that 8 role, play alongside Odegaard, have two quality creative players just cooking. You don't have to play them both in every game, but if you need to unlock a door, you can bring one of them off the bench. If you are going against a team that you just want to totally destroy and put to bed, so you can reserve some players and bring some players off the bench, like young players, perhaps. This is how you manage and game manage effectively. Then you'll have both of these players on. You tear Luton down, you break Luton down, half-time, you're 3-0 up. You take Danny Olmo off for at 60th minute, you bring a few young players on. You know what I mean? Like things like that. You just work. You have to work things out, man. But you need these type of players like Danny Olmo that can come off the bench or be in your starting 11 that can change a game at any given moment. You don't want to be signing some player that, he might be, he's potential. In a few games he looks okay, but in the big games he's shook. He goes hiding in the big games. He goes into the bushes, or he's drowning with no life jacket. Like he can't swim. It's just long. It's really long. We want to go and get proven quality players. Remember, this is the season where we have to win the Premier League. We say we have to, like it's a firm obligation right now. But that is exactly what it is for us as Arsenal fans. We've waited too long. You can't tell us that, oh no, you got to wait until 2027 before we start applying pressure to the manager. No. That pressure needs to be applied now. And I'm hoping that Edu and Mikel Arteta are thinking the same thing. We're listening to Mikel Arteta recently in his press conference, or one of his press conferences, where he said, listen, it's very, very small margins and we want to be able to close that gap. We want to be able to close that gap. So this is based on that. If it's very, very small margins and you want to be able to close that gap, you're telling me this is the summer that you don't close the gap? Or you're telling me you need another season and another season to close the gap? I don't think so. This is the summer, man. This is the season. No excuses, no if, buts, or maybes. Them way there. Saka and Rice better come back home with some Euro medals. Trust me, the encouragement and the confidence that's going to give them is going to be incredible. And I think that could drive them. To want to win more silverware and put more work in when it comes to those one-off competitions like the FA Cups, the Carabao Cups. So let's see, man. Let's see. But anyway, as we stroll along, Danny Olmo, 50 million euros release clause. It actually ends within the next 2 to 3 days or some craziness like that. There is a deadline on that release clause, but it's 50 million, man. I'll be triggering that right away. If you've got 200 million war chest, and you know what I mean? It just shows you that we have no 200 million war chest. These man that were gassing, man. PR. Hey, so what would you do with 200 million? Oh, yeah. What would you do with 200 million? We'd love to get delusional right now. But listen, right now, Arsenal don't have 200 million. Okay. We're out here trying to scrimp and scrape and sell Nuno Tavares for 4.5 million euros. You know what I mean? With a few add-ons that might take it up to 6 million, depending on how good the player performs. It's pointless, to be quite fair. Where's the big money, Edu? Where's the big money? Where's the big guys? Where's ESR 30 mil? Where's Eddie and Ketty 50 M's? Where's that? I want to see that, boy, because I was hearing big incredibly delusional valuations for our players, and people were like, well, Wax, come on, man, like you should want your players to be sold for that amount of money. Yeah, of course, absolutely, but you got to be realistic with it. Do you know what I mean? You can't go into a market whereby teams don't really have that much money. We're seeing teams, they're managing their money differently. And this is the reason why people are perceiving that as, oh, but no one's active. No one's active in the market. No. Teams are fucking active. It's just that they're managing their money and they're structuring the way they're dealing things differently, but they're still getting deals done. Arsenal, however, are sitting here with no signings. We are 11th of July, 2024. And Edu hasn't even opened the barbecue yet. Arteta hasn't even been able to sit down and talk to his guy about what he's going to do and what he's going to achieve with that guy in this season. He hasn't even had that chance yet. He hasn't even been able to walk him around and gas him about the PR and all the fucking London Colney walls that are in the training ground. He hasn't even been able to do that yet. Let me show you Per Mertesecker's desk. He hasn't even been able to do that yet. Come on, guys. Let's be honest. We're dragging our feet here. Yeah, nothing is being done at this moment in time other than some scrimping and scraping for some peanut money for dons that we knew weren't good enough 3-4 years ago. Okay, so what is going on here? What is going on? We're going to get to Calafiori anyway, because that's another concern. What Bologna don't want to sell? Bologna are holding out for more money. If Bologna realized, actually, these men are dickheads. We got dons next door that are ready to give us actually 10 to 15, maybe 25% more than these pricks are offering. How about we'll just hold them out, get them even more desperate to the point where they might even want to increase their offer. Smart Bologna. You know what Italians are like. And anyway, they're always trying to squeeze someone for a deal. Yeah, the mob ain't about for no reason. They're always squeezing. So, yeah, bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Didier Deschamps will remain as France head coach until the World Cup in 2026. You got Julian Brandt will be Dortmund number 10 next season. He's been there for ages. I feel like Julian Brandt and these type of players have been reincarnating. I feel like these guys have been about for years. And I'm pretty sure Julian Brandt's only about 26, 27. You know what it is? When you burst onto the scene from a young age, or when you're so invested in football and invested in these young players like I am, it feels like they've been around for so way longer than they have. Like Thomas Muller is another one. I feel like he has been reincarnating in that German team for about 15, 20 years. Longer than that, 25, 30 years, bro. That guy is ancient, bro. He has been about for time. So, yeah, man, I don't know. Real Madrid's number 9 shirts for Kylian Mbappe are already being sold. Look at that. Mbappe. What a poor Euros from Mbappe, though. Absolutely disgusting, disgraceful. When you have a Euros like that, and then you compare that to what your Mal's done. Oh man, like you have to kind of lose some respect in terms of the status that you hold in this game. You have to. Even people like Messi have had to do that over the years, bro. I swear to you. Even though people wouldn't have done that for Messi because Messi is just in a next stratosphere, out of this world. When Argentina have been poor, even then, when Argentina have lost and been poor, you can't even say Messi's been poor. Messi has still made things happen. Mbappe hasn't made anything happen other than break his own nose. I don't know, boy. I don't know. So, to a degree, he loses a bit of credibility there, man. He needs to step up. He needs to step up in those games. Look at Saka as an example. This is the reason why Saka has gained credibility. This is the reason why Saka is starting to cement and continuing to cement that status, whereby he can walk into this new season and actually be deemed a world-class player for a fact. You're going to walk in there with Euros under your belt, potentially, but you've also walked in there knowing that in this competition, you was one of the main dons for your national team, blood. Yeah. So come on, bro. This is how the team's got to work, bro. Mbappe, I don't know about you, boy. But let's see if Real Madrid humbles him. Rose said, listen, Real Madrid might humble him. He might go to Real Madrid, bare egos, bare big dons over there, bare characters. You ain't the guy like that over there. You got Vinicius Jr., you got bare dons, Bellingham's, bare dons. Like, how is... Like I can't wait to see how Mbappe manages it over at Real Madrid. Like, how is he going to manage it? That's going to be super interesting, because I feel like he swings. I feel like he kind of swings himself around in the PSG dressing room, and then man just look up at him and bow for him, like literally. Literally. What else we got going on here? We got João Palhinha officially signing for Bayern Munich. Dani Olmo's release clause ends on the 20th of July, which is in 9 days' time. Not the 15th. It's not the 15th. It's the 20th, and it's a £15 million release clause. Arsenal have got to trigger that. You've got 9 days to trigger that, Edu. 9 days to trigger that, bruv. Give RB Leipzig Fabio Vieira. If you can do that, because I know RB Leipzig will instantly scoop up Fabio. I know they would. If you can convince RB Leipzig to take Fabio Vieira, just take him. Listen, I'll sacrifice Fabio Vieira knowing that I'm getting Dani Olmo in replacement, right? And because you guys know how I feel about Fabio, and I feel like he's got the potential to go and be that guy. But listen, I've got Mikel Arteta's only got 1 season. He's got 1 season. He's got 1 season, bro. Fabio, you stepping up this season? Are you going to chip in at least 10 goals as a central midfielder, a bare minimum for your team this season? Because if you're not going to do that, then please, I'll take Dani Olmo in a heartbeat, bro. So, Edu, get on the phone, speak to RB Leipzig, give them Fabio Vieira, and even offer them an extra 15 million. Who cares? Just get Dani Olmo over to Arsenal, bro. Yeah? Get him over to Arsenal. It's simple as that. Now, again, look, you got Renato Vieira, completed his Chelsea medical in London yesterday ahead of his £14 million move. From Basel. Now, this is a deal that only took place 3-4 days ago. In fact, this happened after they realized that Arsenal had won the race for Calafiori. So how the hell have they tied this all done and dusted, medical complete? He's already here, London, house, family, everyone here. And Arsenal haven't even been able to confirm an agreement with Bologna yet. What the hell is going on? Please, where's my coffee? No. This is an absolute joke, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you, it's an absolute joke. Tell them, Wax. Trust me, it's a proper joke. These guys need to step up, man. It winds me up every day when we sit here and do these live streams, looking at everyone else's news and looking at Arsenal's news, or just kind of comparing what everyone else is doing to Arsenal, and it frustrates you. And people will say, "Listen, don't compare. You know." Like you tell yourself that you know, even like as a business owner, you're looking at other businesses in the niche that you're in, and you're like, just don't compare yourself to them because you're different. Like that's how you. But listen, no, bro, no, fuck that, not right now. In this scenario, we're comparing, we're comparing. Listen, I'm looking at what other teams are doing, even the smaller teams, like Nottingham Forest. You know, Nottingham Forest put a bid on the table for Yusuf Fofana. Yeah. Yusuf Fofana, by the way, is on the verge of joining AC Milan. Okay, so Edu, another one that bites the dust, another one that you are not going to get your claws into, another one that was 25 million euros, Edu. The future partner for Declan Rice, Edu. The instant replacement for Thomas Partey, Edu. A machine in midfield, an aggressor in midfield that can play box to box, Edu. You allowed him to agree terms with AC Milan. Whoa. You better have something up your sleeve, boy. I'm telling you, he best have something up his sleeve. If you're letting moves like that happen, that's only telling me that, all right, cool, Arsenal have got a better option. Right? You can only make that assumption, right? Arsenal have got a better option. I'm not too sure, man. Again, I'm not too sure. Let's see. What Arsenal going to pull out João Neves? Will I say João Neves is a better option than Yusuf Fofana at this moment in time? Definitely not. Definitely not. Even though João Neves has got bags of quality, and what I see him do with a ball is incredible. He resembles a Martin Zubimendi in so many ways as well. So I can understand as to why Arsenal want a João Neves. But if you're offering me João Neves and Yusuf Fofana right now, I'm more likely to choose Yusuf Fofana because of everything that he gives you, the overall experience. And yeah, it's like, oh, bro. So he's gone anyway. We've got to move on from that. We've got to get over it. Let's not even sit here and dwell into that because Edu's a problem. Big up Gumsy Gums, aka Rowe in the building. He says, the problem with Arsenal, for as long as I can remember, they never announced deals without the medical booked in. This is what I'm saying. But you know, we don't announce deals without the medical booked in, but look, right now we're not doing anything. There's nothing out there other than like little Nuno Tavares and 1 or 2 little links. It's not good enough, man. It's not good enough. It's like one thing I realized with Chelsea this season is nearly every single player they've been linked with, other than maybe, you know, a few players, obviously, but a lot of players that they've been linked with, they've actually signed. Like they've signed the players. Dewsbury Hall, like we're forgetting that they've signed Dewsbury Hall already. They've signed, come on, Chelsea have signed bare guys, bruv. What the hell? Like Enzo Maresca's only been there for 5 minutes, bruv. Come on, like, what are we talking about here? Like, come on. He's been there for 5 minutes. These men have already signed a whole starting 11. Oh my God. Oh man. If you don't laugh, you're going to cry, ladies and gentlemen. I swear down to you, this Arsenal Football Club will drive you insane. Drive you insane. Bring in Ruben Neves. I don't even know about Ruben Neves anymore. You asked me 2 years ago, man. Ruben Neves is one of my favorite central midfielders in the Premier League. I don't even know about him anymore, man. Like, I don't know. I really don't know. Not even the Portuguese actually believe in him anymore. Like, he's just sitting on the bench most of the time. You know what I mean? So, it's the 11th of July. People need to relax, says Trouble T. Why do we need to relax? Trouble T, how long have you been an Arsenal fan for, if you don't mind me asking, bro? Because I don't know. I don't understand why you're asking, you're telling man to relax. We're talking about an Arsenal team that go on pre-season in less than 2 weeks. In fact, it's just over a week when Arsenal go on pre-season. Arsenal go on pre-season in just over a week, right? We don't even have a new player to join Arteta on his US tour. Arteta was adamant last season that he wanted all of his players signed before the 1st of July. Why? Because he wanted all of those players on the US tour. But this season, we're getting told, don't panic, relax, people. It's only the 11th of July. But we have no signings for the US tour or any signings before the 1st of July, even though we had all of our marquee signings done before the 1st of July last season. Okay, cool. The Euros, Copa America, they've all been involved, right? All been involved. All had their part to play. Okay, I hear that. But that doesn't stop you getting your targets. That doesn't stop you from selling certain players. That doesn't stop you from actually getting deals done. It shouldn't stop you. It didn't stop Chelsea. It didn't stop Big Betty Bowley, did it? You know, it didn't stop. You know, it hasn't stopped West Ham. It hasn't stopped any of the teams that have actually signed 1 or 2 free players at this moment in time. You know, it hasn't stopped Brighton. It hasn't stopped any of those dons. Everyone's signing players. Like I said to you earlier, it's just the way they're managing things right now. The way they're managing it is very, very different to just going gun-ho and saying, oh, I'm going to chuck £100 million at a player. You know, you can see right now there's a lot of teams out there, Sporting Lisbon, Napoli. There's a few different teams that are actually wanting the market to go to those numbers, basically. They want to get to those 100 million marks, but who is taking it there? Who is taking it there? We ain't seeing no crazy signings at the moment in time, but at the same time, we are seeing crazy signings. Because what I mean by that is we're seeing signings that are coming for cheap to teams, but they significantly improve those teams. So, like, what's our excuse? just sit there and say, no, it's fine. It's fine. Just relax. It's the 11th of July. We're all good over it. You know what I mean? Trouble T says he's been an Arsenal fan since 95. Big you up, my guy. It's around the same time as me, so you're probably around the same age as me. Because I started supporting Arsenal around 94, 95 as well. That would have been my time. So, yeah, man, big you up, man. Big you up. But, I mean, I'm sure you should know through the history of the arse, yeah? No, did he? That we're just not good in the market, bro. Last season seems to have been an anomaly right now. Like, it shouldn't have happened. Like, why did it happen? Why? What's happened here? Like, this hasn't happened before. What the hell? Do you know what I mean? That's what it's like last season. Now we're sitting here scrimping and scraping, twiddling our fingers, unsure on what the plan is. Remember, Trouble, what we do on this channel is we keep guys accountable, blood. We stick it on these guys. We keep the pressure up. You know what I mean? We're trying to figure things out. We're trying to connect dots and understand what the plan is, what Arsenal are trying to do, what the direction of the football club is ultimately. So, you know, trust me, get on board, my guy. Get on board. We're keeping these guys. It's serious settings out here. Serious settings out here. You know what I mean? We can't relax on this. This is the season where we need to win the Premier League. We need to win it. No excuses, man. But anyway, let's move on. Been waffling, which means it takes away from the Arsenal content because I'm only here till about 25 parts. So let's just go straight to Arsenal, man. There's so many other things that I want to talk about. In fact, before we get to Arsenal, let's actually react to Darwin Noodles getting himself punched up, blood, because that is extremely interesting. Where is that video? Here we go. So we've got 35 seconds. In fact, there's a longer video. I'll see if I can find it whilst I'll put this on the screen. There should be a longer video, and a video whereby you see Darwin Noodles actually running from the pitch. He climbs up the banister. He really looks like he's on smoke, to be quite fair. Like, he looks like he is ready to get into that crowd and go on some next type of madness. The gang's there. He felt like he was just running up on Dons. Like, he weren't thinking. He actually forgot that he's a professional football player. He literally forgot himself for a minute. Let's watch this. You're going to see how he kind of, aims to, he puts his fist up. My man's ready to challenge the Don, like ready to punch the guy in his face, and then gets punched in the face. Imagine. No. Oh, he's there. Where? I can't. How am I not seeing him? Where the hell did he come from there? There he is. All right, he pops up here. He pops up. So basically, on the other video, you see him running from the pitch, climbing up, really trying to get himself through. He gets through everyone, and then he gets to this point. I look at him. He feels like he's on it. Look, he's on it. Look, he tries to swing. This guy swings back here. Darwin Noodles is here now. He's over here. This guy's like, bro, what's going on? I don't want nothing. I don't want none of this beef. Like this guy here, this mixed race guy in the middle in the Colombian shirt. He's like, bro, I don't want no beef. Like, look, allow me. Look, what? Look at this guy in the blue. The guy in the blue come and gave him a little cheeky punch. He's like, no, not me. And that was crazy. How did you come and try to duck? Look at him, a little pussy, bro. Look how skinny he is, man. I want to just break his neck, bro. Who you think this is? How did you just come and just punch man in the head? Look at him. You little cheap shot, bro. I hate guys like that. You see guys like that? Yeah, anyway. Proper break them in half, blood. Get them in the ring and I'll spar you and break you, bro, you little prick. No diddy thing. Yeah. Anyway, look at this. Look at this guy. Come. Punch him in his head. He look like Bernardo Silva. He look like Bernardo Silva, bruv. I thought that was Bernardo Silva. I can't even lie to you, blood. Let's pull him up again. And that fully looks like Bernardo Silva. Look. He just can't bang him. He tried to run. Look, he got shook. He tried to run. He did run. He actually ran away. He hit an innocent man. And then look at Darwin Noodles. Oh, pull up Darwin Noodles, bro. My man proper trying to strut his stuff. Like, look at him. Got his fist up. Man thinks he's in the ring right now with this Don. I don't know who he's actually looking at as well. There must be a few of them. He's calling man over. Let me pull this. Yeah, look at him. You see his arm. Look at him. You see his arm. The police are there. Like, boom! He gets punched in his head. He's like, shut up. He's coming over here trying to. Will you? Oh, this is funny, bro. Fine. Punch him in his head, boy. Punch him in his head, and that police officer just grabbed on that guy. And I swear he gets banged again. She's trying to protect Darwin Noodles, man. She's like, that's my guy. He gets banged again. Look, he got banged again there. Like, he got punched again. He got punched again. He got banged twice in the face. So when he got punched the first time, he's somewhere here now. And then obviously this other guy comes. And I think you can see Darwin Noodles. Look, even this guy is trying to stand on his head. He's like, I swear he's from Uruguay. He's a Uruguayan trying to stand on Darwin Noodles' head, bro. They're trying to protect Darwin Noodles. Look, we got this fed here and you got this fed here. They're fully trying to protect him because they know this is a flipping professional football player, bro. You man are just some normal dons from around the way, blood. What's going on? Like, move out the way. This guy's worth peas, cuz. You know how much money this guy's worth to Liverpool, bro. They're selling him for 100 million. You man are just trampling on this guy, bro. What's going on? So, yeah, let's watch this again. He gets banged again. Look, boom. He comes again. The Colombian guy comes again, gets a little cheap shot. Bangs him again, moves away. Security guard can't do that. Yeah, Darwin Nunez is in a pickle, bro. He was in a pickle. His family got attacked. What? Oh, that's why he done this. Oh, right. See, I don't have the context. I don't actually know why this happened, bro. I just see this morning. I thought, oh, this is wild. Obviously, Colombia won. They get themselves to the final of the Copa America against Argentina. So I thought the guys from Uruguay were just on some mad thing. I thought they just retaliated and went mad. I thought, yeah, we're just going to shut down the show, bro. We're shutting down the stadium. You know what I mean? On some goon thing. I don't know. Just realized our keepers on both benches, Ramsdale on one, Raya on the other. That's what I'm saying. Look at that. Our number ones are number one and supposed to be number one are both bench goalkeepers for their national teams. I mean, it says all you need to know. Anyway, let's move on, guys. Let's move on because we don't have a lot of time left. I want to get to this Arsenal content right now. Where are we? So firstly, we'll start here. Kieran Tierney struggling. Celtic. I just see the C and I read Chelsea, boy. I got Chelsea on my brain right now. Diddy, Big Belly Bowley, doing up numbers. I'm jealous. I can't lie to you. Celtic are unlikely to be able to return for Kieran Tierney. There's been talk that Tierney could return to Celtic. £10 million is what Arsenal have put Kieran Tierney up for sale for. And look, still no one interested in Tierney. Not even Celtic can actually afford him. They can't even afford him, bro. They can't even afford him. So this is like we are in a shit show. We are in a proper shit show. And it's not looking good, man. It's really not looking good. I don't know if Kieran Tierney is going to be able to find a move. If he does find a move, it's not going to be for money. It's going to be for a loan. No one is going to pay money for Tierney. No one's going to pay money for him because of his injuries. And I mean, there might be some. I mean, 10 million is not too bad. If Arsenal are actually adamant that 10 million is the fee that they want for him, then I could see someone pulling a trigger on that. You could get, I don't know, a newly promoted team pressing the trigger on that, especially if Kieran Tierney would be open to that. I couldn't see why he wouldn't be. You know, even a Bournemouth, you know, one of those type of teams could revive Kieran Tierney's career. Anyway, moving on from Tierney, we got Marseille have taken the first steps in exploring a deal for Eddie Nketiah. Although talks are still at the early stage, the first contacts are positive and Eddie Nketiah is open to the move. I can't wait for this one to happen. There's still no talks about how much. Pardon me. There's still no talks about how much, and that's weird, right? How can there be no, how can you be linked with a team? How can there be positive conversations, you know, according to these reports, but there's no fee? There's no value. There's no fee. What's he going for? What are they trying to buy him on a permanent? Are they trying to get him on a loan? Like, what are Marseille trying to do? Because they're out here talking to Dons, so they've got some sort of intentions, but you ain't telling us about the fee. It's a bit fishy, right? It's a bit fishy. You know what I mean? I don't know why these men are not telling us about the fee of Eddie Nketiah, but he's still being linked with a move to Marseille. I'm hoping that this can happen because I want Eddie at the door. I want him at the door. Not good enough for what we're trying to do here at Arsenal Football Club. But Marseille could build a good little team under Robert De Zerbi. Mason Greenwood's joining, Alexis Sanchez joining, already got Aubameyang, Eddie Nketiah being a bit part player over there, various other players that they've already got as well. You know, Marseille could be a team to be reckoned with, you know. They could be a team to be reckoned with. Okay, what else we got going on over here? So I just want to quickly read through this. This basically says, according to David Ornstein, outsiders may think that Arsenal are moving slowly in the market, but in reality, Kroenke and Edu have been working on negotiations continuously in recent days. Now, if we're talking about negotiations continuously in recent days, the only negotiations that we can obviously talk about are the cheap deals. We're talking about these £4 or £5 million deals, bruv. Yeah, if it's overwhelming to get a deal done for £4 million, then clearly Edu isn't the right man. Anyway, Arsenal has now locked most of our targets. It says later, the Edu and the Gunners board will start a discussion with representatives as well as individual players. The Kroenkes, this is some guy talking waffle. I don't even know why I'm reading this, but these guys are just fucking gaslighting and building delusion online for people to buy into. That's what these guys do, man. That's what these accounts do. I don't even know why I retweeted that. It was just for the picture. Edu getting stuck on by Josh Kroenke. Okay, so it has been said by Court of Science, they've published this, that the next move for Arsenal after the Calafiori deal will be a striker, with Gyokeres among 3 names being considered right now. As we do know, Gyokeres obviously has been the main target, the main kind of striker priority for Arsenal for 6 months. We then turn our attentions to Benjamin Sesko out of the blue. That got rejected because he stayed at RB Leipzig. So where does that leave us? Does that leave Arsenal with looking at other options, or does that leave Arsenal with signing Gyokeres. I think we need to just push on for Gyokeres, bro. Like, get the deal done for Gyokeres. No if, buts, or maybes. 85 million. Put that down on the table. Signed, sealed, and delivered. I would have questioned why we wouldn't have got the Gyokeres deal done earlier on, but he has had a knee injury. And according to what the reports have told us, that knee injury can last for about 5 to 6 weeks. So Arsenal want to ensure maybe, and this is me just thinking hypothetically, Arsenal might be waiting to see how he recovers from that knee injury and then, tackle the negotiation from there. It should be easy if they are to do that, because the negotiation would be just pull the trigger on the release clause and then give him a contract. It's that simple. But the reason why they might be waiting for that medical, for the recovery of that injury, is because they want him to complete a medical. And if he's got a knee injury, and obviously he has to run on a treadmill, he has to do a lot of stuff when he goes through that medical, he might fail that medical. And they have to pay for medicals. Medicals are not cheap as well. It's a part of the transfer, but they have to pay for it, and it can cost a bit of peas, especially with the technology and the equipment that they're all using these days. Do you know what I mean? They've probably got better technology than the hospitals. Like, literally, it's even a joke. Like, they've probably got better technology at certain football stadiums in the medical department than certain NHS hospitals. It's not even a joke, blood. Anyway, last topic of discussion before I wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure we are hitting the like button. Do subscribe to the channel if we are new. All of that has to be Calafiori. That's who we're going to be talking about. Calafiori and Edu. Where are we at with this deal, man? It's actually mind-boggling that we haven't been able to get this deal done yet. What is really holding this deal back? What is it? What's really holding this deal back, man? Let's have a look. Let's see what the main headlines are telling us, because as far as I was reading late last night, these men are haggling over like bonuses or it's always the same stuff. Every single time. Like, we're invested in transfers. Like, when we invest in transfers, we're not just invested in Arsenal transfers, we're invested in every transfer. So when we're looking at these transfers, ladies and gentlemen, we know where we get to find the detail of the transfer. We understand the process. We understand what the team's doing, what the seller's doing, what the buyer's doing. Like, we understand every side of the coin. We're literally just waiting for the here we go for a deal to happen, or we're just waiting for a team to pull out, or for the deal to get hijacked. They're the kind of the three possibilities that take place, right? But with Arsenal, but with those clubs, one thing you never really hear about is structure of deals. Oh, they're haggling because structure of deal. Oh, the structure wasn't right, so we have to go back. Oh, this is the third round of talks because the structure wasn't right. Oh, they didn't believe in the bonuses because they were unrealistic. Like, you never hear that, bro. I swear to you, I never hear it. You probably will hear it with one or two other clubs. Don't get it twisted. It's not like every club is moving competent in this thing, right? So you will get it, but I'm talking about the clubs that are on par with us, the clubs that we are competing with. I'm not hearing much about them. Oh, the structure's not right. They haven't. Oh, they're going back and forth because the finer details need to be ironed out. They've got the broader line of the. Shut the hell up, bruv. Stop gassing us. The real fact of the matter is the people that are driving the negotiations don't have a fucking clue on what they're doing. That's what it is, and that person is Edu Gaspar. You do not go back and forth, structuring a deal. Come on, bro. You only do that, right, if you don't even know what the opposition wants. So if the person that you're buying the player from, if you haven't really had a transparent conversation with that person about what they expect from the business deal, then you'll be going back and forth like a fucking idiot trying to structure a deal. It makes no sense, okay? Or the only other reason why Arsenal are going back and forth to structure a deal is because they have no money and they're trying to budget carefully because the money's so small and tight. Damn, I don't even know if we can get this Calafiori deal done now, as well as the other two deals that I was trying to get done. So these are the only two outcomes, guys, when it comes to negotiating deals, man. If anyone's involved in sales and that side of thing, you will know how this thing works, bruv. Edu is the incompetent one. Edu is haggling. Edu is doing whatever he's doing, and it's taking our time. We're taking our time. Whether we decide to sign Calafiori or not, or that deal happens, we're taking time away from what we're trying to achieve this season. And therefore, I don't want to hear excuses. I don't want to hear justifications. I don't want to hear context. I don't want to hear anything, bro. I just want to hear, where's my Premier League? Or I want to hear, there you go, there's the title, Arsenal fans. And it's not just me. I don't want to act like a self-centered, selfish type type of don. I'm not that guy, you know. I might come across real passionate and really, you know, aggressive at times and so on. So I can be really humble. I am really humble, man. And I want this for all of us, bruv. I want this for all of us because this is us as a family, as a unit, as a team, as a collective, you know what I mean, bro? We're Arsenal fans. That's what we have in common. Everyone on this channel that watches me, unless you're a non-Arsenal fan, what we have in common a lot of the time is Arsenal. Obviously, we have football, we like football, blah, blah, blah. But our main thing that we have in common is Arsenal. So therefore, we should all be on the same page. And I should want what you want as an Arsenal fan, and you should want what I want as an Arsenal fan, and so on and so forth. Right now, what we want is the Premier League title, blood. That's exactly what we want. So again, no ifs, no buts, no maybes, no PR, no excuse, no nothing. Bro, like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? Eddie is taking long to make a signing. Southgate is actually making substitutes. You know what I mean? I don't know what these guys are doing, man. I don't know what these guys are doing. But yeah, what was I saying? Calafiori. Where are we with Calafiori? I just tried to type his name in. Here we go. We're just gonna switch over here. It's not really looking good, man. It's not really looking good. The latest update on Calafiori deal from 86 Longer, which is some sort of fraudulent publication, I believe. What they're saying is, what is missing? The operation between Bologna and Arsenal is complex for reasons. Fixed base, bonuses, payment methods, and that the percentage of the future resale of around 40% to be paid to Basel, which has its own influence. This is why the sporting director of the Emilians, Giovanni Sartori, is holding the line on everything, point by point, detail by detail. The request is 50 million, and it will not move from this amount. Arsenal will arrive soon, one small step at a time to reach the final goal or the finish line. The roads are clear towards a future in the Premier League for Riccardo Calafiori. He still needs some time to sort everything out. The deal is not at risk and can be definitely unblocked at any time. Sorry, I was misreading that. So they're giving us a report. That's what they're basically saying. You know, Bologna standing their ground. There's no haggling. Everything needs to be right for Bologna. If the deal ain't right, then we're not going to press the green button. That's exactly what it is. But we're happy to do the deal. Calafiori is ready to join you, man. You've got personal terms agreed. Everything's signed and sealed and delivered in terms of the player's side and what he wants. But you haven't been able to tie things down with the club. So that's where we're at with Calafiori, and it's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit, ladies and gentlemen. Edu Gaspar, man. It's really not looking good. It's not looking good. It's not looking good, bruv, man. It's not looking good. I'm really annoyed with Eddie, man. He's a clown. Absolutely. Riot settings incoming. I mean, that's how a lot of people would feel. It's literally things like this that will keep us 2-3 points behind season come the end of the season. Yeah, no, absolutely, man. We need to make sure that we're making up. We're making up these small margins, like Mikel Arteta said last season. If we're dragging our feet and taking our time, how are we going to make up the small margins? You know, the players that could have potentially, or the players that could have improved us, they've gone elsewhere. They're going elsewhere. It just doesn't make any sense. We're either letting them sign new contracts with their clubs, or we're letting them go elsewhere. Big up 00 Slice says, good morning, Waxy. Really want to know who is going to be starting next to Rice this season. Partey and Jorginho can stay as backups, but we need a top reliable player next to Rice. And I agree with that 110%, man. I agree with that 110%. But let's see what Edu can do. Let's see what Edu can do. Big up all the guys in the building. I'm going to have to literally wrap this up now, man. Big up the Lincolnshire Lion. Big up Andrew. Big up Whittle Jump. Big up 00 Slice. We've got Guna Mateta. We've got Zeeks. We've got Miss Amina. Sorry, I'm late. It's good to see you, Miss Amina. Good to see you in the building. Big up Andrew as well. We've got Tope. We've got Mr. Robbo. We've got Daniel Poulis. We've got Johan. We've got Noviola, I believe. Noviola. Big up my guy Ashley Pope. Big up Mad Miaz. We've got CR7, the GOAT in the building. Yeah, we've got the guys. Make sure we hit the like button before we leave, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate every single one of you. Do subscribe to the Wax Unfiltered channel, man. That channel is blowing. It has literally hit the algorithm and it's never coming down. It is never coming out of it, I tell you. So go and subscribe to that channel. Link can be found down below. And guys, I look forward to seeing you on the next one tomorrow morning, of course, 11:30. Don't be late.